So today we're gonna work on a happy hardcore track. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm just kind of testing this format out. Don't know if it's gonna be any good. This might not even go up. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna try it out. I use 3 monitors when I produce music, so that's why the screen looks like this. And the background image that you see there, that you can kind of see, is a photo from Anime Midwest, one of the hotel areas, just like a back roomsy type of thing. I just needed something to put there for now. But yeah, so what we're gonna probably do is I hope this works fine. So what we're gonna do is make simple cheesy hardcore track, happy hardcore track in C major. So I'm gonna set up C major keys so you guys can see those, and that way you can follow along. If you don't know, if you don't have musical knowledge, we're gonna hurt my ears. We're gonna do F major. I'm gonna write a lead really fast to get that out of the way, I guess. It's a good starting point. It's like my favorite thing to do anyway, so I will turn the BPM up after I decide what I want to do. This is the sound we're using to write this. So I'll write out a bass line first, and then you'll see how this process works. I think we'll do something like this. I like to start off with a rolling bass just because it's easier for me. Very trancy, I guess, type of thing. There, I can understand what's going on here now. Sort of. Let me set this up so you can actually see it better. Did not mean to set it there. Okay, so yeah. Just whatever I feel like, oh, that sounds good. Pretty simple. Sounds like a Raver Baby song already. That's all we need. That's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm just kidding. Okay, write a happy hardcore lead. I could do like Raver Baby style leads. I think, which are like this. But nah, let's do like I'm gonna do like a Scott Brownie. Scott Brownie. Figure out where I want to start. No. Okay. So something like this, so we can start to write in the rest of it. It's actually very Searle, early Searle style. Okay, cool. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then okay, so I think something like this. Let's turn it up to 170. I'm thinking something. Like that. Now I like that more, I think. Maybe that's better. Okay, so I can get rid of all these. I don't have the shortcut on my keyboard because since I only have half of a keyboard here, so we'll just kind of do this really fast. All right. I hope you guys can hear this. There we go. So it's gonna play a little bit longer, and I'm gonna layer it up really fast with some other things. So we'll go from there. Whoops. How do I... So, for me, this sounds great. I think we're good here. So, the next step I'm going to do really fast, I'm going to take off this reverb and delay on all these. Reverb delay. Come back. Not on that one. And then finally, the TI effects. Distortion, reverb, off. Is there delay on here? No, it doesn't sound like it. No. Okay. And I'm just doing that because I'm going to add my own. So, I bust them all over here, so let's start doing some stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply some more effects here. What do I want to add? I think the reverb and everything. So. And then delay. That reverb is very strong. And then we'll use some OTT. Actually, do we want that even? Yeah, because it kind of brings out it out a little bit more. Okay. Before, after. It's not as muddy, I don't think, sounding. What do I want to do next? I'm gonna put this on it. I think this is just saturation. Press the butthole, and you slam it, and you go. You forget about it now. Then you EQ it again. Around 200, I guess. And I'll have some of these highs. Then I don't really want to compress it. I don't need to. I think what we're gonna do is imager. Bring this back. That really does okay. I don't think I don't think this one needs these bass notes. There we go. And then I'm gonna hard clip it. Okay, get ready for your ears to blow out for a second. Actually, I can do it in here as a limiter. Okay, so the difference between this, what this does, is it clips the sound. So anytime it, never mind. I'm not gonna talk. I don't want to talk about it. So there's that, and then I like to do one more EQ on a different bus, just for good measure. You know what we didn't do? We didn't use decapitator for this, but that's okay. Okay, so here's our lead. Very Searle style lead, and that'll be the whole bar for it. We'd cut off over here. Now we can grab some samples. I like using the, could use happy hardcore samples. So what I like to do is actually layer this kick, which actually I want to use the Lethal Theory one this time. The Recon kick. Which sounds like that, very, very old school, but I don't want that. I just want the first part of that. Hold on. Let's do this, and then this, and bring this over here, and then I can just like paste it. Whoops. And can do that again a few times here, and then I can do it longer. Sorry, I have to do it this way because of my cue. Hey, I'm used to it. That's all that matters. What the heck? What did I do? How did I wasn't even holding Alt. Okay, let's do this whole thing. Jeez. Okay. I'll probably just speed through that. So the kick will in there, this one goes there. Okay, so this is the Recon kick, and I want that to just be this part of the kick. Just like that. Okay, and then I want to use I like the hypertrance kicks. I think they're really cool and fun to use in hardcore. Especially this trance kick 6. So this one can be the full kick. Boom, we turn it to mono as well. And I'll bring it to -9. And just do this. So this is what it sounds like without that. Could probably turn this down a little bit more. Anyway, so I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna bust these two into a group. I'm gonna take a look at it through the clipper really fast to see I wonder if there's anything I can get out of this without distorting it. Make it keep more of the original shape. So it's not just a square. So that just allows us to get more headroom out of something. So we can bring down the volume basically and clip it while keeping the original shape. And then raise it back up. Whereas the limiter will just slice it. That makes sense. So there's that. Okay. Nice. It's all right. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put an fill tool on the kick. The kick's cut like this. So everything from this part right here, whoops, everything from this part of the kick is cut off right here. It just cuts it off. And what that's going to do is leave me room for my bass line that I'm going to make right now. I'm going to grab these, I'm going to copy these, and I'm going to bass, and I'm going to grab a bass line. Like I said, we're going to do simple, so we'll do the Energy XT basses, Energy Pros, which are some early bassline sounds in hardcore. So we'll do this, and here's our bass sound. And I don't need to do all this because this bass line is just repeating, so I can just do like this part of it. And so when you're writing electronic music, your best note is F. It's going to be the best sounding one. But a sub on a D is a little too high sometimes. So typically just write between D and D. So you can go down, you can use a D sharp, and I would do D is the lowest I would go. Anything below that is not going to sound good in a club. And while going up here is fine to D, it just doesn't have, the sub isn't going to hit as hard. So I usually just would keep it around here. C is like the highest I like to go. The only time I would go high on D is if I'm like ending the melody on D, and then I can go up with it. But situational. If you're intending to do it, then it's different, I think. But best rule of thumb. So here's our bass sound. Well, one of the bass sounds, because we're gonna layer them. And then I'm gonna do this other bass sound, which is another Energy Pro from Fracas and Darwin. That sounds nice and old school. And then I like to layer this because this will give it a little more energy. I like to layer it with good old Stonebank sound. His YouTube one. It's like, I love this sound for some reason. So that'll give it a little more oomph, I guess. I don't know. I like it. So we'll do that. 21, we'll bust these as well. And just to start off, because this is like 3 subs playing at once, which we will fix here in a minute. I'm gonna have them so comes through like this, and then this will add a little more bounce to it. Beautiful. So nice, very nice. And with the lead, oh, we should do it like that's a baseline, which we're gonna fix up here. Cut it off around there. Get rid of some of the highs to make room for other things that we're gonna add. Get rid of some of these low mids, maybe a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a decapitator on this one for sure. Okay. How about some OTT again? A little MIDI. Bring it down to -18. So there's some of that, and then I'm just gonna. There's not much else I need to do to that, so we'll just. We'll just do that, and then limiter again. I'll turn the volume. Okay, and then that can go there, and then I will do this again just for the measure. Going to do this. 20. Take some more of that off. We'll do another one here. Dynamic, so it pushes it down. I'm going to do another EQ really fast on it, and I'm going to EQ out the stereo from this part. See? Now it's like more centered. I think that sounds pretty good. So here it is now without, this is with, I've cut out the sub, okay? So this is what it sounds like without the sub. And now we'll add a sub. I'm gonna use Jacoby's sub that's in here. Art Essentials. I don't remember where it is. Here it is. Sub bass. Our sub goes A sharp, F, C, D. A sharp, F, C, D. I want to do lower D. D. Here's our sub. We'll do this. I'm going to normalize all this, which I should have done to these too. I forgot. Good practice. Normalize, normalize. Now I'm going to do like this. I'm going to do that, and then there's our sub. Let's just do this and shove it all the way on the very end of the mixer. Make it mono. And then give it a side chain. So without the sub, here's what it sounds like. with the sub. But what we should do is take a look here at this. This is our kick to our sub. And what I want to do, I only have to do these to each one of these like samples. I don't have to do it for every single all the way down. So I'm gonna move the sample. Wait, why is it not? I'm on the wrong this whole time? What? How did it get off of that? Okay. Now this should work. It's a good thing we looked at this because I would have never known until I listened to it like somewhere else. Now it looks like this. So this is what it originally was like. I can move this and make it like one continuous thing, but at the same time, I can fix the volume because this should be the tail, right? I'm cutting off the tail of the kick and my sub is replacing it. So like around there. And then we do this one. Make the sub like this. Okay, now this one we'll take a look at. See how it's like that? I don't want that. And I don't want it to go like way up. That's like weird to make it peak, I would think. That is really low. Beautiful. So just like that. So basically what I just did is like when you play it out live, like the subwoofer doesn't have to vibrate like as much. Now it's more continuous, I guess. But it sounds like this. How long have we been going for? Half an hour. I'm gonna do we can do some percussion here. So this will be, let's see here, claps. I like this one a lot. It's very old school to me. So we'll do a clap. My mixer is unorganized, but I can organize it later. So the claps will go like this. I want the tail of the clap to play. I could cut it off. You can cut it off and it makes it more tight. Maybe we'll do that. I haven't done that. We'll cut it off. We'll cut these off. Where this is like, I do like the cutoff on this. Very old school vibe. What the heck did I just do? So there's a clap. I want to pair it up with a snare, a club snare. Maybe just this snare here. This one will be a little. Just to get a little more bite. So I can do this, that way I can just paste it all here. I don't have to cut this one, but I will just to make it look nice. Go through here. Okay, so there's that. Next, I want to do kind of clap snare. I want to do a clap for the kick. So what I want to grab is a 909 clap, and we'll put this on the kick. Like so. And just like that. Just to give it that little bit. I don't want it to like stand out and overpower the track. I want it to like to just be there and doing its job, which is just making the kick stand out a lot more and have more punch to it. I think that's all the drums, right? Snare. So we'll grab a build up snare, cut snare. Maybe just this. We'll see. And I just want to do a build up. Simple build up. I don't need anything fancy here. Boom. Normalize. Bring the volume down. Apply it to a channel. Take a listen to it. Perfect. Now we can do. We'll grab some other things. I'm going to put a hi-hat. Whoops, I don't want to clone. Insert a new one. Actually, the snare can be moved back over here as well. Okay, so we want a closed hat, a hi-hat, and you know what? I'll do a ride. And then a loop, 2 loops. I think that's everything. I think that's everything we need for a hardcore trick. A closed hat. So I'll grab one from CLSM. Beautiful. I don't know. It's not. We'll see how this one sounds. It's nice to get something in there because then you can just switch out the sounds really fast. Let's see here. Without the closed hat. What do I have? Very, very subtle difference. You probably won't notice it, but it's there. I know Scott Brown would have them pretty loud, which we could do. I don't need it here because there's no kick there, so that would be with the kick. Then we will do a hi-hat. We'll do a very simple hi-hat from Max Wolf pack here. Symbols. Hi-hats. Open. Beautiful. Here's our hi-hat. And this will go on the offbeat, like so. Like that. And this, I like to play through the part without a kick. Sounds better to me. Whatever, we'll put it down here. Maybe pan it over. Okay. Stop writing in there. And then a ride. I want to do a ride from Fracas and Darwin, actually. So, music blocks 2025. Rides. No, ride. Little sharp on these, but we'll see. We'll take a look. Maybe we won't use a ride. We don't need one. Maybe we should use one from the Vengeance pack. Maybe we should go for an older one, like a Kevin Energy one. Percussion loops? No. Whatever. This one. Okay, so this is just there to kind of carry the track. That will be hit. Every kick will have a ride. Now some loops. So we'll do a shaker from Jacoby. Loops. Okay, this sounds like it'll be pretty cool in there. This one we can time stretch it to fit. Normalize it. Cool. So that's in there. We set up like that. Cool. And then maybe we can grab one out of a different pack. About, Rave the Noise. They have some, right? Oops. We'll see how it sounds. Because I think I'm going to speed it up. Yeah. Just like that. Nice. I like that. Sounds like it has a lot of energy behind it. Okay, let's put the bass in there. That's why it sounds weird. Okay, so we need a crash. Give me one from here. Beautiful. All right. Well, that's the beginning of our track. There's a lot more to add. This is not even close to being finished at all. I want to put chords underneath here and like clean up all the low end on the percussion and everything next time. And just overall, this needs to be mixed down more. This is just a good beginning, I think, to as a track. And it could go anywhere. I mean, this everything can still be changed. Nothing's set in stone. So I think this is a good start. Hopefully you learned something as well, and you had a lot of fun. And look forward to doing more of these if you like them. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for joining me for our session here. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. And see you guys around. Bye.